What's good, superstars? Back with another Disney Pinnacle video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good, you?
Poking you with some pins. Poking you with some pins there. Oh, man. You're a pin cushion. Guys, if you're new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification or pin the bell notification so you know whenever we post about your favorite project. If you're into Disney Pinnacle, if you're a pin trader, if you go to the parks, you trade pins, you're going to love this video. You're going to want to learn more about a new project coming out on the Flow blockchain. Also, become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. Get one of these stars next to your name. You can flex on them when you leave a comment. You're going to have a different color star depending how long you hold on to that membership. Also, the longer you hold on, the more entries into the SUP Superstar Utility Program at the end of every single month. And we do a bunch of giveaways for that stuff. Also, there's a Star in the Universe giveaway every month. You can follow us on X, follow us on Instagram. Join the Discord. Discord is the place to be. We have a Disney Pinnacle chat in our Discord. We also have all our utility programs in there. You got to go there to report any of the things you do for the SUP. Things you can do are being a VIP member. That's automatic. You don't got to report that. But if you are in the CryptoWise project, another Flow blockchain project, we are ambassadors. We have a link in the description. If you use that link, let us know, because if you're going to be minting CryptoWise anyways, using our link gives you entries into our giveaways, extra utility for something you were going to do anyway. So let us know. Also, if you buy any merch, there's a link in the description to buy our hats. I think we might be putting out a couple of things soon on the website as well, but soon. So yeah, I mean, if you're going to do that, let us know in the Discord and get some entries as well. And if you don't win at the end of December, half of your entries are going to roll over into January. So it just keeps on going, and hopefully you win at some point.
Well, I've actually, speaking of the merch shop, we sent out a few things for some very, very special VIPs to review and actually give us some feedback. Yeah. We might expand on the merch store. I mean, the hats I think are the classic, though they're never going to get old, but I might want to add a couple extra things.
We also have our little NFT project on the side going on right now. We have the Superstar Fanny packs, which are now under the Superstar Mystery Box still. We have 65, I think, left. I haven't checked since yesterday, but I don't think anybody bought them. It's the weekend, so it's slow. But 75 pinks, 75 blues, 45 blacks, and 5 golds. Those are the variants that you will find out the rarities of at the end of the month, unless it sells out earlier. Then we will do that. But there's ways to win physical fanny packs. There's ways to win physical toys. There's ways to win physical comics. There's ways to win digital stuff. We have all kinds of stuff lined up. The amount of stuff we give away depends on how many sell by the time that the end of the month comes around. So that's how it will be. Gold is guaranteed physical digital prizes. 3 months of utility, January, February, March. Black will go into its own raffles. Blue and pink will go into raffles together. And then we'll also have a blue or a pink raffle, which is pretty cool too. So there you go. That is a nice looking fanny pack, Rob. I really enjoyed it. I don't have one yet, so I'm hoping that the one that I minted ends up being gold. We'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, we can always hook you up, Joe, no problem. But definitely, like these are actually, they're pretty good quality. Like they're quality guys. Like they're something that we promised a long time ago. If you guys don't remember the whole fanny pack Joe thing with pudding cheeks and all that, so you going way back on this, but a fanny pack is now available right here. Some people really want this one. It's a big one. You get big or small actually on the order. So if you prefer something smaller, we can make that happen. The intention of that, though, is this is going to be exclusive. This is only for this drop. You're not going to see these, at least this exact variation of these. I mean, if people really want a fanny pack, we can make them one, but we're going to stay true to our original drop, and only this color, in the way that it's shown, will only exist for this drop. So yeah, good luck to you.
The other big news from this drop is that half of the proceeds will be going back to Starboy Holders, continuing that utility program. I think all future drops that we do will have to try and consider something for the Starboy, but we don't know exactly what yet. This one here, 50% of the profits are going to prizes, and 50% are going to the Starboy Holders for being such good sports and I mean, supporting the channel and helping us grow. And I mean, we want to give back. So that's all we've been doing, if you guys haven't noticed over the last couple of months.
There's the gravy right there. Starboy Holders, thank you guys for your support. Also, Joe, I joined the live stream with CryptoWise on Thursday, okay?
Okay.
I unboxed so many malls. I unboxed so many Star Wars characters. They were like, you sure Joe's going to be cool with this? I'm like, don't worry about Joe. He's cool. I didn't pull this out once. I didn't whip this out not one time. I don't know why I didn't.
You dropped the ball. You dropped the ball. But did we get a lot of malls? Because we were having no malls.
I don't know how to turn this off now, but... No, we didn't get any. We got only common malls. We're going for the Grail, right?
Yeah. We need Grail Mall and Grail Obi-Wan. I don't know if you got any Grails.
yeah. Anyways, yeah, there we go. It's off now. So
I saw we had like no cubes left, but I mean it's fair because Jada's been opening all our Mickey cubes anyway, so I think
well,
we're pretty even.
you know what, we were on the live stream. I was peer pressured a little bit to keep going, opening those cubes, going for that grail. But it is what it is. We love cryptos, you know how it is. So I'm sure we'll pick up some more as the way as time goes on.
Yeah, it's all good. All right. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna go through the Twitter news quickly because we got a pretty beefy segment about the Pinnacle. So, yesterday did a live stream. It was very, very fun live stream. Brought me back to like the days when we used to do them and just hang out and chat with the fam. It was just me. I didn't call anybody up on the stage, and we went back and forth. A lot of VV talk. So, if you want to go check that out, there was a hot topic news button, and I want to get Rob's opinion on this one here. It was that the crafting of the potion. If you wanted to make the poster, you had to have bought the collectible and the potion from the store. If you didn't buy it from the store and you bought secondary market, it was giving an error that says this was not purchased from the store, so you can't craft. So a lot of people got stuck in that. They bought it from the secondary market and they couldn't use it. What do you think about that?
I mean, VV gonna VV, right? Like the communication, we've complained a lot about the communication on the VV team. They don't always give the most well detailed information. People make a lot of assumptions on VV. There's a lot of speculation on VV. Speculation gets so bad it's at a point where you could provide facts and people will just refuse to believe the facts. Like, for example, that they don't have Pokemon, and they will continue to believe what they want to believe, no matter what has been said before, what has not been said. Like it's just there's just so much like misdirection in the way things need to go. There's promises about things that are going to be delivered that never get delivered. There's changes to things they've promised, and then they like bronze tickets, then they deliver them, but they're different than what they originally promised. There's just so much like confusion, and I think really it comes down to the communication of the team, not just to the users, but also I think within their inner system. There might be a lot of differing opinions, and that's kind of showing on their drop day. So I don't know what happened and why, because I think the last potion, you could just buy the potion on the secondary market and use it. But I mean, that's my opinion.
You could do that. Even the door, because I did that. Same type of mechanic, right? But no, a lot of people today were worried about now the Venom, the Marvel Mighty crafting, because that's a big crafting job. I mean, it's like 170 gems to get the whole thing, to get that Carnage. And people are worried because some people bought that in secondary market because obviously the Mighty, sometimes they trend down. I think they for those ones they stayed close to retail, but I think they were still below retail. But regardless, like people don't know now what's going to happen, and if the things that they bought won't work, and then they have all this invested into the crafting and then it doesn't work. I think VV's got to kind of let that one slide now because they didn't announce it. Obviously, they're not going to go back and change the potion one because all the crafting and all that stuff's already been done. But I think now with the Venom one, they haven't dropped the Venom symbiote material. So I think they have an opportunity to allow that one to slide.
Before we move on this, like VV, their strategy has always been the approach where you just do drops endlessly. You're doing drops all the time. And I feel like other companies like Artifact, for example, even Cryptoids as well, like they do drops more spaced out. So they can focus a lot of time and attention on their one drop, and they can make sure that the rules and the understanding of the drops is clearly organized. And if something goes wrong, because they've spent so much time and attention on that one drop, they can fix it and adapt to it. Like Crypto did with Yoda, for example, they can make changes because they already have their engineering team dedicated to focusing on less things at one time. I think VV almost with all the drops that they're focusing on becomes very difficult to find consistencies. Maybe the engineering team that they're working on so many drops, the guy who did the potion on the first drop, maybe they had a different guy doing the second drop, and it was just his opinion that it would be just from the store, or maybe VV purposely made that change. Like I wouldn't put it past them that it was just a guy on the engineering side that just decided that that's the way it was going to be without being fully connected with maybe the guys who know the community better and understand how the last drops went. And he just made a decision kind of independently, or maybe they made it on purpose and it was just a bad communication. They didn't tell people, but yeah.
I mean, you put it perfectly. A lot of speculation when it comes to VV, but sometimes that speculation is from desperation. So you got to keep your blinders on and figure out exactly what you're talking about. Do your own research all the time whenever it comes to anything on the platform. This was pretty cool though. So Sui from the London Police came on the stream yesterday in the comments and was shouting out his booth. Did a little post also on the Instagram, screen capped our video and put it on their Instagram, which was pretty cool. And obviously, we're looking to have them on the channel and then discuss how their job went, their experience, how things were. So it'd be really cool to see and learn a little bit about the background on them. Their artwork is really cool. Like, I really love it. Even like just their PFP, it speaks to me. I don't know, something about their art that speaks to me. So really cool and nice of them to come by and hang out with the fam, right?
Yeah, I'm honored. I mean, this channel from day one, we've always tried to be a supportive channel of all content creators and all artists, and we try to do the best that we can to support any creator who wants to get their name out and try to, you know, join the community even. So I think that I'm honored that the London Police came on and they took a screenshot of their comment and put it on their Instagram. So happy to see that our channel is getting that kind of respect, and definitely we appreciate that.
They got some pretty cool stuff happening too. Like they're scanning cards here, and the card is animating on the phone. So I mean, they're innovating as well. So very cool to see. I would love to learn more about that.
Very cool.
Okay, so Pinnacle, like, I mean, Crypto Bro, that's another follow if you are into the Pinnacle stuff, because he's been sleuthing all over the place on that blockchain. Jorge Santos Mendez. I wanted to say this because he was the first one in the chat yesterday on the live stream, and today, of course, lands the secret rare. That Juju for just being first in the chat sometimes just happens. I mean, so shout out to you, Jorge, and congratulations on the secret rare number 199.
Nice. I love to see it. Great Juju. And we love superstars getting that Juju. Let us know every single time. Send us the tweet, add us, and we'll repost it. I'll give you a big shout out. We're going to double up on the Juju. You're going to get the Juju, and you're going to be happy, and you can watch that night as we celebrate your Juju with you.
Love celebrating the Juju. This is also from another must follow if you're into the Pinnacle project, Diamond NFL AD. Make sure you're following Diamond. I'm telling you, the best posts in the game when it comes to Pinnacle. Enjoy them. Very long, sometimes very detailed. I feel like almost directly working for Pinnacle at this point, the amount of effort that he puts into those posts. So very happy with that.
Actually, yeah, for real though, maybe he is. Like, I don't know, because he actually goes all out and he has a lot of information. So,
emojis, everything. Like it's so good.
Yeah, maybe he's getting some extra info on the side there, but they look great, by the way. The pins look great.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into them a lot deeper. Did you see this today?
Cryptoys.
They're doing the 12 days of Cryptoys, and I'm waiting. What's the gift today? And your gift is now my gift, Dr. Fudd. What does that even mean, Rob?
Listen, me and Dr. Fudd, we've met before. I've seen him. He's one mean-looking UFO. So I think we're gonna get the boys together. I think Alfie and the boys are gonna get together here, and they're gonna teach Dr. Fudd a little bit of a lesson. I think
Dr. Fudd better not come near this channel. We give him the
Oh, we're gonna be. I'm gonna get the lightsaber now too and everything. But yeah, every good story has a villain, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see tomorrow. Maybe they update us on this. Maybe not. We'll see.
Yep.
More on again from Diamond. Look at the variants of the Darth Vader. Now we're seeing the variants. We're gonna get into this. If you want to buy any Cryptoys, use the link top of our X page. It's in the profile as well, in the description of the video. Let us know on Discord. Get some entries into our giveaways. Rob, let's talk about Pinnacle. 4 days ago, or not 4 days ago, on the 15th, they announced that there will be 4 days until the draw. They gave 4 days notice.
Yeah.
That this was coming.
Tight.
Yeah. So
tight.
I mean,
yeah.
Very exciting. This is coming in 2 days now from us, but we wanted to talk about it. I mentioned in the live stream yesterday that I didn't want to talk about it on the live stream because I want to do a whole video about it, because I think a lot of information has been dropped, and I think it would be a good idea to go over it for people who might be interested in the platform. I saw some mixed reviews on Twitter over the last couple of days, but I didn't necessarily feel the same way as all those posts, and I wanted to kind of gather my thoughts and go through it with you, bounce them off you, and see what we think. I think there's some things I like, some things I don't like, and we could chat about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. December 19th.
This first section is directly from Disney Pinnacle, from their Twitter. First thing they posted was 4 days until the drop, and then they give you a little link, say, go check out how to sign up for the waitlist. If you haven't done it, it's like all over. If you go to DisneyPinnacle.com, it's the only thing you can do is sign up for the waitlist. All right? So, and they posted it a bunch of times on their Twitter. Then the next tweet that they put out is this, which is Mickey and Friends. We've been seeing Mickey and Friends everywhere. Now we're seeing them in Pin Edition. We got 6 different characters, which is the classics. We got Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Pluto, Daisy, and Goofy. And Mickey, I think, is the chase. So I don't think he's the easiest one to get, which, I mean, that's pretty cool already, that the main character is going to be one of the hardest ones to get. If you get it, I mean, it makes it that much more important. Instead of being the common where we've seen on like a lot of other platforms, and you can have it most easily accessible. Now it is the chase, it seems like, but we're going to learn a little bit more about what that means and how many editions and whatnot. So 4 days until we launch our closed release. So this is going to be closed to certain, I don't know how they're going to determine how many people, if it's going to be everybody who signed up for the wait list, but they're revealing some of the releases, and they're saying it's going to be to the closed release.
Yeah, and I like that. First of all, it's kind of their term, right? The closed release, where pretty much, I guess it's by invite only. Like, is this what we're saying? Maybe if you signed up and you're an early supporter, they're going to give you the option. I think it said it was limited to 1 per account. Is that what it said there?
Yeah, it's one pin per account. We'll get into that as well. But I mean, what if it's like you have to have held another flow item at some point? Like, who knows? You don't know what their stipulations are.
If I had to guess, it would be if you just signed up for their email, they're going to give you that. They're going to give you that first drop access. And I don't know how big it would be. If I had to guess, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 2,000 people. I don't think it's going to be that huge. I mean, we know these digital collectible communities. We looked around at different projects. Some of them are really small. I think Disney Pinnacle has enough hype that it might bring in that first wave of maybe a couple thousand sales. But I'm guessing like I don't think it's going to be much more than that. But we'll see. Like there's some other projects they talk about like 18,000 sales. What was it? The UFC Strike or something like that had 18,000 sales. So we'll see. Yeah, Burns. We'll see.
I'd be very curious to see if they can get integrated at all with Disney pin traders at the parks. Like if they can, whatever, even put out a flyer in the parks, like they're saying like go download your digital pins. I think that's going to be a huge thing for the space in general. So that's where I'm hoping this goes at some point. But anyways, this is the starter edition. And with the starter edition, I think there's going to be an option to buy the welcome pack, which I believe is 4 of these guys, and it doesn't have Mickey in it, or it's the other 5. I'm not sure, but I think we're going to see it somewhere here. So our early access is closed release invitees will kickstart their collection with Disney Mickey and Friends Starter Edition Welcome Bundle. So the Welcome Bundle, there's a little bit more on that in a future post. So that was that. Then they talked about on day 3, they said that early access closed release invitees will be able to collect the first wave of Disney Princesses Volume 1, and they just show 3 of them. They show Cinderella, you got Belle, and you got Moana, and they all got different outlines. I don't know what that means. We don't know any of the details on that yet. I think Diamond might, but then the next day, which is today, 2 days to go, they show the Star Wars ones. So we got Vader, we got a Stormtrooper charging at you, and you got Luke Skywalker. Again, all different borders on these ones, but I don't know what that means yet exactly. We're going to get into that. So that is all that Disney Pinnacle's posted about, and we're 2 days out, 48 hours. Now it's probably less than that. Hope maybe tomorrow they'll put out a lot more information. I don't know.
I like the open too, like the open drop, because it's going to be like open a time. Edition. Yeah, it's open edition. It'll be a time-based model, it looks like, where they're going to give you access to the drop, maybe 24 hours. We saw this as well with, remember, the Funko digital? They just did this with the Funko digital. It's like a 24-hour period, and then it closed. So they didn't sell out at the time. There's a little bit different. They did say there was a max. There's no max here. It's going to be whoever comes, first come, first serve. You're going to get the drop, and at some point they're going to close it down, and it is what it is. And speaking about the integration with the parks, it's an interesting concept. We know that Flow is working directly with Disney. This is an exclusive Disney platform at this point. It is operated by Dapper, but look at it. Look how it's marketed. Disney Princess. Disney's everywhere. You're not going to have anything that's not Disney on this platform. So it really is a Disney platform. So I think Disney, knowing that they have exclusive rights to this platform, knowing that this platform is exclusively for them, they may be more open to maybe putting some flyers out at their park and saying, hey, by the way, we have digital pins as well. We know you're in the physical collecting side. You probably would really enjoy the experience on the digital side. We don't know yet what utilities are going to come with the digital side yet. We don't know if it's going to be phygital, although that would be great kind of access, right? To go phygital with the digitals and bring in those physical collectors into the digital space and start introducing them to Flow. Obviously, it's a very easy to use. You just use your email, you can use your credit card, all those things. Yeah. So I think there's a lot of opportunity here. They're just getting started. So it makes sense that they'll get started with just a strict digital drop, and then maybe we'll see those utilities and phygital side come afterwards.
You got to think too. You made me think of something. Is that because it's all Disney's IP? Any changes they make are platform wide. You don't have to worry about what other licensor thinks, what this licensor thinks. this is one licensor across the board, and you want to change this in the platform, you want to do this in the platform, it's going to be platform wide. You only got to talk to one company, and that's it. So Dapper, I mean, they got the benefit of that when they do it the way they do it. I mean, they got the NBA Top Shot, that's all NBA. You got the NFL all day, it's all NFL. I kind of really like that model.
Me too. The way Dapper's doing it is kind of genius because they're bringing the fans of that IP to one consolidated spot where they can do what they want to do. Like you do see, though, there are other companies like, say, Cryptoys, for example, that does have multiple licensors. With that being said, they're taking more of a gamified route. So that's why they're doing that. They want to be able to have different games for different licensors. These are not animated. They're not rigged for games. They actually are literally just a digital collectible. So
they are animated.
Okay, they are animated, but what I meant was like a full-blown skeleton for games. There's no reason to believe yet that they have full-blown skeletons for games. I mean, you never know because it's so early that we don't have all the information, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to have that. So it's just a different kind of approach, and I think this approach is going to be more of a true digital collecting platform where you collect digitally, you get access to digital. And this is the approach that they're taking, and maybe you get burned. Like you see the strategies they implement on other platforms, like burn days. Maybe you're gonna start burning some pins to get other pins, right? So I think what Dapper has done on the other platforms, we're gonna start seeing that with this one as well because it is a strict digital collecting platform.
I wonder if the animation. I would think the animation is limited to like clasping and unclasping the pin and like moving around, whatever, or like maybe having sparkles or something. But I don't think that the actual character is going to move, but we'll find out.
We'll see. And I hope they have an unboxing experience. I really like that. I don't. Flick Play has one. I just don't think it's as fully developed as Cryptoys once was.
Yeah.
Where Cryptoys get the music, you get everything. So I hope they kind of take that Cryptoys approach. You get like a nice full blown with music and animation.
They're dropping a bunch of stuff off the bat. I mean, it looks like they've got a stockpile ready to go. So who knows what we're going to get? Maybe it won't be as detailed as Cryptoys. Maybe it'll be somewhere in the middle, right?
That's right. We'll see. I'm curious about the unboxing experience.
So Diamond, I mentioned it before. Again, must follow if you're into any Flow blockchain stuff. It's covering all those projects. It does a great job, and you're going to see here because we took a bunch of his tweets and we want to make sure we give credit where credit is due. The first tweet since they did this new announcement: the Disney Pinnacle Early Access Closed Release releases December 19th. Disney Mickey and Friends Starter Edition. Total pins 6, 5 standard, 1 chaser. Starter Edition. These digital pins will not display any serial numbers and will be minted based on demand during their extended availability window. Each collector may only purchase one of each Starter Edition pins, and they will be unable to be resold, transferred, or traded while they're available for sale. The one thing that I wasn't the happiest about is that date is like November of 2024. So there's a long period of time where these starter pins are going to be available.
We're gonna get at some point. We got to get the team from this platform on our channel. I don't know why they're doing that. I'm very curious to know and understand why they need to wait a full year to open trading for these. Like, what's their deal with that? Is there restrictions on the licensor side? Is it just platform development? The platform's not going to be ready for trading until next year. This is a pin platform. It is a digital collectible platform. That is the key thing. I would love to have some trading because people want to just flip their pins, finish the set.
Disney pins are called pin traders when you go to the party. That's the name of the store. So I mean, if you don't have trading, I think they will, but just not for these certain sets.
Maybe,
but we'll find out. And then they got details. He's got details on every character. Like, this is the amount of work this guy puts in. So I wanted just to show this off. It talks about every character. I'll talk about the Mickey here, the Chaser pin. The Starter Edition Mickey Mouse digital pin showcases the iconic character in all his glory. Cast in his classic colors, Mickey stands confidently with both hands placed cheerfully on his hips. The digital pin character captures Mickey's timeless charm and playful spirit. All pins are standard variants. Early access participants can start their collection with Disney Mickey and Friends Starter Edition Welcome Bundle. Then he goes on, showing off a little bit of the packaging, I guess.
In a vial.
Packaging.
In a vial.
Yeah, it's like artifact.
Yeah.
Don't worry, there's more information to come. Doesn't really give you more on that, but showing off some images that he was able to pick up. If you remember the original post that Pinnacle put out, we did kind of see hints at the sorcerer hat. So I guess this is that one.
Yeah, it's interesting how they're kind of taking the marketing approach on this one. How they're, the official website isn't giving the full information. The website itself doesn't have the full information. we're getting a lot of information from Diamond, who hasn't been acknowledged, let's say, as like an official, communication manager like that. So I find it's an interesting approach that they're taking with this. I'm not sure why they're doing it in this manner. It seems a little bit spread out, the information. But I think that there's still a lot of people who are deep in the space. They are gonna go for this drop. I just find that the approach they're taking, if there's anybody who's into pin collecting, I don't know how they're gonna see all this stuff.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to see what happens in the next 2 days, I guess.
Yeah.
So the Disney Pinnacle Digital Pins 101. It's a little bit more of a detailed post. I will cover in depth everything you need to know about the early beginnings of Pinnacle through a series of posts covering the shop, pin variations, edition types, sets, pin books, and more. So I mean, they don't even have to. Diamond can do it for them.
Diamond's done it.
Let's dive into the world of Disney Pinnacle. Look at the length of this post. These posts will be split up as further information comes in. He wants them to include a bunch of stuff. To begin, all digital pins are expected to be fully animated and interactive. So we don't know
interactive.
We don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Maybe you could spin it. You can click on your mouse and spin it around.
Can you put it on a pin board? Do you get a pin board with your collection? Like, how does this work, right?
Yeah,
animations. Cool. You get a pin board on your phone. You go up to people and you tap their pin board and it like comes to your phone.
It could be a lot of things. Interactive. It could be a lot of things.
Yeah. So each digital pin has specific details that include the name, set, edition, type, series, and studio. Interact with the pin by clicking the clasp on the back to explore the details. I don't know how he knows all this.
You can actually click the clasp on the back. Wow.
Part 1, the shop. They are expected to be new digital pins in each week. So we're getting a lot of pins. In the shop, collectors are able to purchase a selection of pins from the Walt Disney Animation Studio, Pixar, and Star Wars. These can be purchased via Welcome Bundle, Revolving Storefront, and Mystery Capsules. So the Welcome Bundle is available for a limited time to begin your journey of Disney Pinnacle. Each is limited to 1 per customer. Okay. The Revolving Storefront is part of the main shop, and it updates with each new digital pins for purchase, usually every 4 hours. So the Revolving Store window is going to change every 4 hours.
Ooh.
Read into this what you want. I don't know how this is all going to work out.
Wow.
This is one way that collectors can hunt for remaining digital pins to complete their starter. So one's going to be available and just going to be standing there until someone buys it. Is that how this is going to work?
I don't know. This is interesting. This is
Are you going to have to be on the app all the time?
I don't know. This is different. This is different right now.
Note that each pin is limited to 1 purchase per Revolving Storefront's timed window. So I feel like that's how it's going to be. There's going to be a 4-hour window. A pin will be there, and then after that, if you're buying it from that type of way.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's different for sure.
There are also mystery capsules, each revealing 1 digital pin and include a random assortment of pins and differing odds. So that's like a blind box.
But I guess if you already have the character on the Revolving Storefront, you would then go to the mystery capsule, because that could be anything, right?
I think they're 3 different things the way he writes it here, but okay. I'm not sure.
Well, it makes sense. You could get the Welcome Bundle, then there's the Revolving Door, so you guarantee get it for that 4 hours. Yeah. But let's say you already have one of them, you could then go to the Welcome Bundle. You might get a double, maybe you get something different. This is how I'm interpreting it, at least.
I think you know what you buy on the Revolving Storefront.
Yes,
I don't know.
It's the
mystery capsule might be, but maybe mystery capsule might be the only way to get the Mickey because it's a chaser.
Maybe, maybe.
Pin variation: starter, open, limited, Genesis, unique event. So we know we've got starter and open come in. Open is the princesses and the Star Wars, and starter will be the Mickey and Friends. Starter edition: these digital pins will not display serial numbers and will be minted based on demand during their extended availability window. So that starter edition is good until November next year, I think, from what we've seen. Okay. Collectors are not able to purchase multiples of the starter edition. The starter edition pins will be unable to be resold, transferred, or traded while they're available in the shop. Early access will be releasing December 19th for that one. Open edition. So those are the princesses and the Star Wars. These digital pins are scheduled to be released each week and will be available for 3 weeks unless otherwise specified. So that's the time limit that Rob was talking about earlier. They will not display serial numbers and will be minted on demand during their limited availability. Pinnacle may also reissue open. Oh, this is cool. Disney Pinnacle may also reissue open edition digital pins again at a later time, but first printing pins will be denoted with a special badge. So it's like F8.
Wow, this is everything that we talked about back in the day. They can literally do reruns. Like, this is different. Like,
that gives value to the original, though. I love that.
Still, like, they're admitting right now that they can release this exact Darth Vader again. The same digital Darth Vader The only difference is that the metadata, I guess, will have a second, or maybe it'll be inscribed second edition somewhere in the back. I don't know what it's going to be, but that is interesting that they're going to take this approach.
Limited edition is the next one, which is something a lot of us are familiar with. They have serial numbers. They are minted to a specific hard cap. They will never be reissued, and generally will only be available in the mystery capsules.
Okay.
So that's what you're going to expect from the mystery capsule. Genesis editions are the 101s. Unique editions, details about these pins are not available yet outside of being limited with their mints with likely a hard cap. So this might be similar to the limited edition, but we don't know too much about it. An event edition, I'm assuming, is like Comic-Con or whatever, something like that, where it's specific to an event. They have also been referred to as open event edition pins. So timed, right? Open, we're kind of looking at it as like timed.
Okay.
More to come. I did see somewhere they showed the welcome pack, and it wasn't all of the pins. So I wanted to.
It was not all of them. The welcome pack. So it's only 4 of them, maybe.
I think 4 or 5. Yeah.
I think they said that. The welcome pack is only going to give you.
It might give you the base characters.
The base characters, yeah.
So the princess, the first wave. This is the first open edition drop. He's talking about 4 variants: standard, digital, golden, and silver sparkle. 9 characters. So we see 3, but there's 9: Cinderella, Belle, Moana, Rapunzel, Jasmine, Mulan, Tiana, Ariel, and Snow White. And Belle is the chaser for that one. So that's in there.
Pretty cool. Okay.
The Star Wars one, he shows the 3 that they showed, and then he says that there are other characters: Princess Leia, Han Solo, Obi-Wan, Chewbacca, R2-D2, C-3PO, Darth Vader, Stormtrooper, and Luke Skywalker. So you can start to see them there. So he's got everything.
A lot today. Yeah, those are sick. The Star Wars ones are my favorite. Like of all the different ones, like these to me are the sickest by far of all the pins.
Yeah. So this is pretty cool here. Sergio's asking, have they released pricing? Nothing confirmed 100%. I was passed along a note about recent emails that went out. The pins in the app are only used for testing purposes and will be destroyed at the end of the playtest. You will not be charged for any of the purchases made during the playtest. So are we in playtest? Or is what is this?
I don't know what a playtest is. I don't even know what that is.
You've seen a bunch of familiar names. People trying to figure this out. Would that be FA Chewbacca, by the way? Does a pin count as Chewbacca?
I don't see why it wouldn't count. I'm pretty sure that's FA. Speaking of FAs, somebody reached out to us on Twitter talking about VV posters. Remember?
Oh yeah.
FAs. It's a good question because like a poster, me and you have never really respected posters as legitimate FAs. We've always thought they had to be 3D, full blown, the character in 3D, not an image of the character in a poster. I don't know where pins falls on that, man. I don't know. We never thought about pins.
If you're looking at first time that character's ever seen on the blockchain, the poster probably is the first time. But then you got to go back and you got to look at like how Vivi does it, because they came out with an X-Men poster. I don't know if you guys remember this at Comic-Con that came out before Professor X. And the poster has Professor X on it, but Professor X has an FA on it. So on Vivi, the digital collectible 3D version is called the FA, but the first time that Professor X is on the blockchain is in the poster that came out a couple days before. So,
and we don't know what the market's gonna eventually assess, right? Like nobody knows the answer.
I think they're gonna go with like whatever the Titans are of the top platforms that are existing.
Yeah.
First place that they saw it, but
yeah,
I mean,
we'll see.
I don't know. I don't know how well firsts of these characters sell IRL and other things. Like how much is the first Darth Vader coin worth? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know either, but I do know that these Darth Vaders look pretty clean.
This is like the breakdown of the different types of them now. So you got standard open edition, which is like the black with the black. Then you got silver sparkle. I don't know why it's called silver if you got red around the border, but silver sparkle. Then
maybe it's sparkle silver when you move it around, when you interact with it. Maybe it
lights up. Who knows?
Yeah.
Gold. It's all gold, very clean. This is my favorite. This digital display is amazing. It's black with the gold border.
Yeah.
I really like that. So that's that.
Wow. Those are some nice Darth Vaders, man. Those are some clean looking digital art right there.
I was trying to see if I could find that other one that talked about the starter pack, but I can't find it, which is fine.
It's fine. I mean, it's exciting to see Disney Pinnacle finally coming out. We've been tracking it now for a while. I think that this is going to be definitely an interesting platform. We've officially added it to our list of projects that we're going to track.
Yep.
You got the big IP, you got Dapper, you got some of the biggest names and investment in it. Obviously, we love Disney, so Disney's in it. So we're going to continue to track it. More information will definitely come out tomorrow. So if you haven't already, don't forget you go on Twitter to get all this information. You can follow us. We're going to repost it. But you can also follow Disney Pinnacle directly. You can also follow Diamond. Diamond's been posting all this stuff as well. So if you are interested in the project, don't fall behind. Go on X and follow. I mean, you could always come back and we'll talk about it during our daily news. If you don't have Twitter, you don't like using Twitter. But guys, let us know below what are your thoughts on today's video. Are you interested in Disney Pinnacle? Will you be joining the drop in a couple more days on December 19th? Let us know your thoughts below. What do you guys think of the collectibles? What do you think what they mean by interactive? So just let us know whatever you saw from today's video you want to talk about. Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And we read them all. As long we may not necessarily respond to all of them anymore, but definitely we read them all. So let us know below. If you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button and join the Superstar fam. And hit the bell notification button to get every single video every single day. We do not miss. We're here every single day. And also to our VIPs, thank you guys all so much. Get the star beside your name, access our spreadsheet giveaways, and of course the Superstar Utility Program, which Hunji, I know today you said you used our link, but you didn't tell us until afterwards. We had to hook you up. So there's people out there who are doing things that are getting them stars to win at the end of the month, and they're not letting us know. But if you become a VIP, you don't say anything. You're automatically enrolled every single month. Guys, thank you all so much for your support. Take care. I'm going to see you next one. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.